Ninja Turtles were a part of several Christmases for me growing up. I mean, no doubt about it. The Turtles were huge for years, and of course, as a kid growing right up during it, they were massively successful, and I wanted all of them in my collection. So every year when Christmas rolled around, I was always asking for more Turtles toys. I think I've even shown you guys pictures before of the Christmas where I got like the Technodrome playset and Krang's android body, and that was really great, but that was a little bit further along than the story I'm gonna tell today. In fact, I'm pretty sure that this particular Christmas would have been the very first year, or maybe year two, but probably somewhere right there around the beginning when I first started getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures. This particular Christmas morning, I had already opened up several presents, including a bunch of TMNT action figures. I can't remember specifically which other ones I got that year, but this had to have been Christmas of 89 or 90. It was probably one of those two Christmases. So you can kind of picture what the toy line was at the time and probably guess the figures I was getting for Christmas.
Krang, the master brain from Dimension X, ally of the evil Shredder and Baxter Stockman, the wickedly winged scientists are out to destroy the Ninja Turtles. Right, Ace-Stock, the Turtles' tough-feathered friend, along with Dingus Frog, who's always hopping for action. Always ready to fight on the side of the Turtles.
You'll be riveted to your seat.
From Playmate.
But this is where the one specific memory, it's so weird that the things that you remember sometimes. The one specific memory I have from the Christmas morning where I was getting a bunch of Ninja Turtles toys. I have a little brother. He's about 4 years younger than me. So there were a lot of times growing up, if any of you have siblings, you probably know what this is like. A lot of times while growing up, we shared a lot of toys. A lot of the things that I collected ended up being things that he also collected and played with, because that's just the way it worked. It's easier for parents to buy, you know, both sets of kids the same kind of toys, so they've got a lot of things to play with. But I was the one who was really into Turtles here at the beginning, and I'm the one that asked for a bunch of Ninja Turtles figures, and I got a bunch of Ninja Turtles figures. And then my brother, while opening up his presents, he tears open the paper, and there was one of the figures I had asked for, Krang. This was the original Krang figure that came out, which I think was 89-ish, maybe 90. This is the one, of course, that had the Bubble Walker. You know, not the android body one. I got that at a later Christmas. This was the Bubble Walker Krang, the original one. And it was a figure that I wanted, and there was my brother opening it up for him, not for me. And I did that thing where I checked to see if I also got it, because sometimes we got doubles so that we wouldn't fight over the toys. But sure enough, I did not get Krang with my pile of turtles. He got it with his. And I vividly remember actually saying, "Are you sure that wasn't for me?" And like checking the torn paper to see if it wasn't my name on there, but nope, it was his name. And I was certain that there had to have been some sort of mistake. I remember asking my parents, I was like, "Was that supposed to be for me?" And they were like, no, that's your brother's, that's your brother's. And I was miffed. I was really, really annoyed that my little brother got Krang and I didn't. Now, truth be told, he ended up going on to have just as many Turtles toys as me. So, you know, maybe this was the beginning or what kickstarted it, but he grew up in the same era and he was 4 years younger, but I mean, he was right there for Turtle Mania too, and we ended up playing with all of our Turtle toys together while I was growing up. But I'll be perfectly honest, to this very day, I am certain that my parents made a mistake. That Krang was meant for me.